Deputy Finance Minister Mondli Gungubele says the question of land expropriation without compensation is featuring prominently in discussions with international investors. He leads a government, business and labour delegation to New York on the second and final leg of an investor roadshow that saw Finance Minister Nhlanhla Nene visit London earlier this week. Gungubele also weighed in on developments at the South African Revenue Service, all ahead of a decision from Moody's on a possible further downgrade before the end of the month.
The Big Apple to give assurances and explain political and economic developments in South Africa, with questions around land expropriation without compensation high on the agenda, at least for investors in this part of the world.
An invariable question in every meeting where we have gone to, and we understand. But all what we're saying to investors, the worst could have been in a situation where we ignore an emotive issue like land. Listen, this thing moves from 1913, and we adopt a constitution, and our constitution ensures that there is a clause that deals with it, because it's a fundamental issue for either keeping our country together or keeping it apart.
Has included meetings with ratings agencies as Moody's weighs a possible downgrade to junk status later this month.
The discussions we had with them and the frankness and the honesty the South African delegations articulated to them and the truthfulness of the story we presented to them, with respect and humility, we expect a better view from them.
Resignation of SARS senior official Jonas Makwakwa was a sign of things to come for Commissioner Tom Moyane, and how Gungubele characterized the relationship between SARS and Treasury today.
A relationship as crafted in the Constitution and the law. That is the first point. Two, we accept that there are challenges in SARS and there are processes to deal with those. We'll be able to pronounce as Treasury depending on the outcome of the processes that we're putting in place.
Business and labour believe the sentiment towards South Africa has already improved internationally.
All we know is that as Team South Africa, led by the new Minister of Finance and the new Deputy Minister of Finance, we have done everything that we possibly can. We have been honest, we have been open, we have said these are the opportunities, these are the challenges, this is the task at hand, but we have been very explicit about identifying the risks that we have. South Africa has never been in a better space.
South Africa, fought now for this period to make sure that we put the country on a new path, on a path that's recognizing that many of our people are living in poverty, many of our people are unemployed, and our society is totally unequal. And that was the most important part of this particular intervention. And I think why the ANC have also elected new leadership that can provide that guidance for our nation, because it is critical for our country with so much potential to do much more, and it's for us important to play that role.
The Moody's decision on a possible downgrade to junk status follows similar decisions by S&P and Fitch in 2017. Sherwin Bryce's SABC News.